had a lot of learnings because, I mean, we played really against two of the best tight heads in France at the moment, rated by their coach, who was coaching the Barbas. So I had a little bit of inside info. Unfortunately, it was after the match, but I knew it because, I mean, obviously we had a look at them. And, I mean, we gave them all the respect that they deserved. But there's a lot of experience going there, and we know the French mentality.
A lot of guys playing in France, especially in the front row. So they made it a big challenge for us.
And I think for our guys, not just the guys that started, but even the guys came off the bench, there was big learnings out of it.
Daan, while you took the Barbarians obviously very seriously, is there a different feel about a test rig? I mean, a change in intensity or a change in approach when you're actually playing a full-blown test match?
I think the big difference is the Barbarians is not playing week in, week out. So I don't think we tried to do a lot of analysis on them,
especially individually, but unfortunately they haven't played the week before. So obviously you must go and have a look at all the different teams where they were playing. And we tried to have a look at them there. Obviously this week it's a proper test match team that plays regularly. So I think we can do even more homework on them. That's a big difference for me between the two.
Some areas where
I must say defensively, I think we were very, very good. I was very happy the way, and obviously I can assure you that Tony is very pleased with the tries that we scored. Obviously the learnings, definitely we tried to get better in every area of the game. And I think we got to the point where we actually tried to improve ourselves as well, by individually, not just as a team.
Can you just tell us about your time with Coach Dan and the form and maybe how that has helped you in the game?
So we obviously had breaks in between the URC. So my parents are from Bloem, so while visiting them, and Coach Daan made time for it. And it's just helping me grow and helping me with small stuff Coach Daan knows, and doing anything to possibly make me a better player. It was obviously hard work, and it was quite nice to do as well.
John, in terms of analysis, is there anything that you can read into the trouncing victory Italy over Namibia at the weekend?
To be honest, definitely there is a learning, because obviously probably I would say 80% of those players we will be facing this week. So what I can tell you already is they got 4 penalties out of the game. They got a scrum penalty, not a scrum penalty, a penalty try out of the game. And I know the guys are playing, especially in the front row for Namibia. There's some experienced guys there. I think there's some of those guys that had already been in 3 World Cups. Arnold Skutsia and Chucky, the hooker. So, I mean, even though they concede 1 penalty, I mean, it's still a proper side. And obviously, I'll take anything. Even if they play it against Verkeerde Vlei, I'll take it.
Good morning. Are you able to give us on what the nature of John Clay's injury is? And the fact that the Boston got so much depth that they're opting not to replace him, how much of a positive effect?
Yeah, man, I must say I'm very sorry for John. It's not who's apparently injured. I'm not in the medical department yet. I'm a doctor, but a scrum doctor, not a medical doctor. So I'm getting there. But I'm not too sure what's happening exactly. But we're fortunate that we have numbers. We're fortunate we have guys that can play lock as well, like Kobus Visa coming in as well. And I mean, like you all know, Peter Steff can always cover probably all the positions on the field for us. So we're fortunate having them, and obviously we're having probably a lot of experienced guys with RG and Eben who's available as well. So we're fortunate in that position.
And when Jean-Luc been cleared of these HRA?
As far as I understand, yes, he came actually back on the field after he'd been assessed. So yeah, I think he's available. He's available.
Morning, Daan.
Good morning.
Bringing you to your best. Which are your memories of your time you spent in Italy, in Treviso? It's a long time ago, I think.
It was a long time ago, but yes, I was fortunate. I was playing for the Cheetahs, and then I went for a season to Benetton Treviso. And I think we went on and won the Campeonato.
Yeah.
I think so. And it was a really amazing time there. It was, I'm not going into the food today, but I'm just saying it was awesome. No, it was unbelievable. I learned a lot actually as well. I remember our tight head prop was playing for Italy at that time, Franchino Proverzi. Am I right?
Yeah.
And next to me, the Italian captain was Alessandro Moscardi. So yeah, I still know a lot of them, and I'm still in contact with Alessandro.
Awesome.
Yeah, send him my regards, please.
Just your thoughts on Andre Estes playing with Fonk and Luke hiding to the scrum and that move going forward? Potential there?
Well, potentially he's becoming so vital for us. If you think now he's a hybrid player. He can play forward and back. Well, he's almost as big, if not bigger than some of our flankers. He's definitely bigger than Kwacha. But anyway, I can assure you I'm very happy with his size coming up in the scrum. But I think it went very well for the first time. Although it isn't really the first time that he's actually playing flanker. I think he played in the past for the Sharks also. Am I right? So I think it went very well. I'm glad for him. And I'm glad there's obviously learnings we can get better at that position, especially coming scrum time. Sometimes, you know what, if you train in the weekend behind the loose set and then he moves in the game to the tight head side, I'm not sure. But anyway, we'll get better at that. And I'm wishing really for him that he makes it his own position.
Daan, just on Andre Estes there as well. Did he also go to your farm? Did you work with him there as well? And just what sort of attributes does he need? I mean, he's obviously got the size and the speed to get around the park, but what do you still want to see him develop in terms of that role?
I'm sure he can still develop in his scrumming and in his mauling ability, but no, he didn't go to the farm. He hasn't got the invite yet. Yeah. But we'll make a plan for him soon.
Daan, you haven't really elaborated on your farming techniques. It's often tacit knowledge. It's very difficult to transfer. And some world-based coaches find it difficult to synthesize and share that with other people. Can you give us some insight as to how you work with the athletes, how you program, how you prepare them, and what the week or what the training sessions tend to look like? It's the art and science of the scrummers, I'm sure.
Yeah, basically, obviously first is always, if you want to scrum, you must be conditioned to scrum. And obviously we focus on a little bit of conditioning as well. Not so much weight loss. It's actually getting better coming scrum time. I'm thinking only about scrums most of the times. And the farm, obviously, in my off time when I'm not there with the box. But it's basically to focus on the fundamentals of a scrum. Because I don't think you can really work on a scrum when you're only by yourself. You need to scrum against something as well. And as I said in the past, I don't think you can really improve scrumming against a machine there. Although there is a little scrum machine, it's a technique machine, which I find very, very interesting and helpful for us. We're using it at the box. So very pleased that we could use it, because at the moment, like last week, I think the Lions had one. Basically all the big provinces in South Africa got one. So yeah, it's literally to focus on the player himself and getting him ready and giving him the best chance when he get into the Bok camp, so that he can adapt to the way we do things and get better already before. But was never what can I say? The intent was always to get them better. It's not so much on focusing on other stuff. Okay.
Daan, also again on Andre Estes, just in terms of the way you guys work with the bomb squad, etc. And there's been obviously a lot of discussion about the 7-1 and all that, but do you see that sort of thing going forward, that you might even get to an 8-0 with players like that on the bench?
Sometimes those kind of questions come my way. I make it sweet and short, and I said I just refer it to Rassie. But I think he can contribute, whether it's a back or a forward. Whether we go 8-0 or 7-1 or 6-2 or maybe 4-4, it's also doable. Thinking now of it, but anyway, I just think it's helping us. And the moment it's helping the Boks, getting the country better for the country, then we're happy about the decision.
So, and then after that, Logan's right.
Coach Daan, just talk us through the evolution of South Africa's props. I mean, there is the front start for two majorly fits into time. Just talk us through how you're managing, and along with the players, how you managing the evolution of the Springbok props leading into the 2027 World Cup.
You know what? We always keep our eye, because I think we got so many players in all different clubs in the world. Is it 21? I'm not sure. That forms a Springbok group. So we keep our eye on all the players, basically playing in Europe, wherever they are playing, in Japan, in France, and obviously in South Africa. And obviously you want to create a bigger base. The bigger the base is, the more players you choose out. And obviously then you identify certain players. And that's the advantage. In fact, the players can play all over the world. So at the moment, we're trying to develop everyone so that they can get as close as possible to your first choice or second choice. And once there's an injury, then say more than comfortable to moving them up, but to getting them into the system. All the players that's been identified was already players that we had a profile on in the last 2 years. So yeah, we've been following them, and little by little, if there's something happening, then already you're prepared. I always say, I think it's the best thing also that you rather concentrate on not, I don't want to say, you mustn't concentrate the whole time on your first choice. You must put more hard work into your second and third and fourth choice, because once they're getting the opportunity, they must be ready, which we're always hoping for.